Hi, I'm Victoria and I'm here at Newcastle University's Job Fest at St James's Park. Attending a recruitment fair gives you the chance to meet employers face to face and find out about graduate, work placement and internship vacancies, so you can make the most of attending a job fair. Let's go take a look.
Newcastle Jobs Fest is a brilliant opportunity for students to become fully aware of what's available and out there.
It gives them the opportunity to see all the different employers that are available to them, companies that you might never have heard of as well.
You get the chance to speak to employers and find out properly about the job.
You're going on websites, etc., there's only so much you could get out of it.
Top tips for students looking to attend a careers fair would be preparation. So it would be looking to them to see what lists of companies are going to be at the careers fair, pick out the ones that are of interest to them.
I think do a little bit of research beforehand.
Research.
Turn up and speak to people. A lot of people, I've been to them before where you just turn up and you walk around, take the sweets and just kind of run off and not necessarily actually go and engage and speak to people. That's the main thing of being here. If you get out and you speak to people, then you can actually have the chance to possibly find out something that you maybe didn't know about.
It's really important, one, to sort of be yourself, but also, be probably as professional as possible. So, a smile, a handshake if you'd like to introduce yourself, and then also take an interest in that person individually. So find out how they personally are part of the firm and how they applied and what their experience has been.
I think students should make the most of this event by coming prepared with questions to ask employers, making the most of the face-to-face interaction we'll have with potentially the people who will be reading through the CVs.
Come prepared with questions ready to ask, tailored to that employer.
It's almost a bit of a 15-second interview, so come prepared with a lot of questions.
Ask the right questions if they show an interest, and their name comes up for a placement, then we're more likely to invite them in.
The best questions to ask are very tailored to that company and also very much selling your transferable skills.
Best question to ask is, what would you be doing on a day-to-day basis? Because as an employer, you want passionate people about the job.
So asking specifics about the marketing scheme, the grad scheme.
The types of questions they should be asking is all around, what requirements they would need if they wanted to fulfil a position within that organisation.
Ask the employer what qualities they're actually looking for in somebody.
I've asked employers about the opening and closing times of their graduate schemes, so I guess good to know when I need to start getting organised about it. I've also asked what skill backgrounds they've asked for to see if it's relevant for me.
Well, one question I had is because I'm from America, so I'm here on a visa, and I wondered if this would be a problem for me to get a job after I graduate. And with most of the companies at the fair, since they're bigger companies, they do support visas.
I've basically asked questions like about what they look for when they hire people, which is very important for postgraduate. After graduating, when you apply for jobs, you need to know what skills and what qualifications employees actually look for.
So I've asked them, their graduates, what it's like working there from their perspective, and I've asked them about what sort of projects that I could be doing if I was working for the company.
So I've asked employers about specific job roles, but also generic questions like what would the job entitle, what I would have to do exactly on a day-to-day basis.
In terms of questions we don't like to ask, one of the obvious ones to a degree is when people come up, the first thing sometimes they'll ask is, so is it a paid placement, how much will I get paid?
Salary or travel?
Salary.
What are you or what do you do?
Who are you? I've never even heard of you.
What do you do?
What do you offer?
There's nothing I don't like to be asked. You can ask as many questions as possible.
After the fair, I'm going to go home and start applying for the companies that I would like to work for.
I'm going to actually look up the companies that I talk to and find out more about the people I talk to and try to stay in touch with them over the next few months. And then hopefully a job will come out of it.
I'm going to go to the career service and have my CV checked, my cover letter checked, to make sure that it's all up and running and ready to go.
So I've had a great time here at Job Fest today, and I've learned some really handy top tips like questions to ask, questions not to ask, to do my research before I get here, among plenty of other things, which are really useful pieces of advice which you can use too.